Welcome back to the first round of Global Time Attack. This is our final session of our first round here at Buttonwillow Raceway Park. My name's John Naderi. I'm joined by producer Daryl, producer Jared in the booth, producer Nolan, and producer Frederick are actually working the cameras. Down on the grid, you see Jason Dienhart, our Global Time Attack guru, our event director. Tony Circa, also running things on the grid. In the foreground, you see the Snail Performance Unlimited all-wheel drive Subaru WRX, piloted by Sauce Boss himself, Travis Barnes. That car's run a 159.367. At this point, it is standing in second place in the unlimited all-wheel drive field. Number 63, I'm going to find out which car that is because I've been looking at that car all day long and I'm trying to figure out if it is indeed one of the street rear-wheel drive cars. That is, number 63 is Patrick Tam, the SR Motorcars Honda S2000. He is in 6th place in street rear-wheel drive, a stacked class, 2:16.731. He's seeing if he could repeat with that, improve on that time. And then we also have Carlos Valenzuela with the H4 Honda CRX. He's currently in 3rd place in limited front-wheel drive. That car is actually an H4 NASA car. Not really designed for time attack competition, but Carlos wanted to bring it out. He works with the boys at Twins Turbo, so big ups to Carlos and the crew for coming out and showing up at this event, even though he is drastically underpowered. After that, the Night Motorsport car, I'm not sure if that's Istvan Klag or Tony Brown. Number 214. They have a pair of matched, an STI and a WRX. That is actually Istvan Klag in limited all-wheel drive. He is currently in 2nd place with a time of 2:07.739. Night Motorsports Subaru WRX. They're actually being mentored by a good friend of ours, Alan Crockett, is helping them doing video production, and we're seeing Carl Rydquist going out on track. Currently limited rear-wheel drive record holder and street rear-wheel drive record holder. Followed by the monkey man himself, and I mean that in the most endearing way, Tarzan Yamada. Yamada-san driving the Platform AG limited rear-wheel drive. Spoke to Carl Rydquist earlier. He said he has his eyes on that car. That car has been built to the limited class rules. It is a fierce-looking car. The Platform AG guys are still working the bugs out. I believe that's Clint Boisdeau and the Apollo Performance WRX, currently leading street all-wheel drive. That could be, if I'm not mistaken, Matt Dennison, the Roby Spec Evo. Alex Peng in the Mumafulio Racing S2000. And is that Sauce Boss too? Taylor, Dr. Kobe D. Wilson. Coming next on the grid. Carlos Valenzuela, I believe. Or that could be Bryan Friday, actually. Bryan Friday in the Project Import S2000, limited rear-wheel drive. He went into the tire wall hard. There's not much left on that car. Istvan Klag, limited all-wheel drive, going out onto the track right now. That could be Carlos Valenzuela in the H4 CRX. And the white S2000 is Patrick Tam for the SR Motorworks Honda S2000. SR Motorworks, they actually work with a couple of the FD drivers, do a couple really mean cars. We're seeing a lot of blackness. Darkness did not descend upon Buttonwillow Raceway Park. Daryl has made 0 errors, producer Daryl, and he makes 1, and I call him out on it. Such a jerk, Naderi. That's actually Kevin Courtney in the grocery getter, the Project Import Honda Accord. And he actually nipped Mike Bonanni. Mike Bonanni driving the Team Need for Speed World Racing Scion TC. He was sitting firmly in 3rd place. Kevin Courtney shaved some 2 seconds off his lap time. I'm not sure what his best time is right now, but he is currently sitting in 2nd place. I do not see Mike Bonanni's car out there. If we look in the paddock, it looks like his car is on the rig already. So Mike Bonanni is not going to contest for 2nd place here. That's Carlos Valenzuela right there, going around Riverside. was talking about Kevin Courtney. His best time is a 2:05.871. He's going to have to work hard to pass Ken Soon. Ken Soon not even out in this session. His 2:01.872, he's sitting on that. He ran the earlier session with Group A, so he's not eligible to run in this session. This is a very, very stacked session we have right here. Tight shot of the porta potty. This Andy Depp shot is brought to you by producer Frederick, who's found Matt Dennison here in the street all-wheel drive. Matt Dennison Roby Spec Evo, followed closely by, I believe that's in street rear-wheel drive. That could be Alex Peng, actually. This is Carl Rydquist, current lap record holder for limited and street rear-wheel drive. Istvan Klag, limited all-wheel drive, currently sitting in second place. Clint Boisdeau trying to improve on his 158.412. Hopefully we can see Clint do something faster in these cooler temps. Clint Boisdeau also entered his Apollo Performance Ford Focus in street front-wheel drive. Unable to contest with that car. He has no time in that car. Unable to defend his record. I believe that's Tarzan Yamada too, going around Riverside in the Platform AG. Sun descending here. Track's going to get a little bit better in one regard, but in others it's not, because the struggle is that the track's just been run all day. It's kind of greasy, even though the temps are going down. Look at what's left of Bryan Friday's car. There is not much left of that S2000. Look at that car. Bryan Friday went into the wall hard at Sunset, actually, the last turn. If you know the track, he actually overcorrected and came around and really hit the tire wall hard. So the team dismantled the car. It's still legal for competition. They sent it through tech again. It's completely safe to compete. Carlos Valenzuela here in his limited front-wheel drive. Look at our producers all over it here. We're getting all sorts of views here right now. Carlos Valenzuela in the black CRX, and now we see Tarzan Yamada coming around for a time lap here. Tarzan Yamada currently in, I believe, second place in limited rear-wheel drive behind Carl Rydquist, who seems to be taking home all the hardware today. Carl Rydquist with that 152.487, good for a Tarzan Yamada's fast lap, 154.121. He is going to improve. He did improve by 0.6. Not enough, though. He needs better than a 152.487. That, I believe, was Alex Peng, as we see Carl Rydquist here coming around. Interested to see what his lap time is going to be. Trying to improve on a 152.487. Carl Rydquist in the Burke Technology BMW 135i. Him and VJ Merzan just trade blows back and forth in street rear-wheel drive. They swapped a set of Hankook Ventus TD tires. Somebody went off in a big way there. Wow, somebody went off big in Riverside. Matt Dennison there in the street all-wheel drive Evo. Matt Dennison currently sitting in 5th place. He got nipped by Thomas Smith. Seeing if he can make up some positions here. He has a 2:04.097. Matt Dennison unable to improve. Looking at a 2:01.783 that Thomas Smith has. Thomas Smith ran in the earlier group, so he is not out in this group. He had a mechanical problem. I hope that the car is okay. I believe he's going to be driving that back to Las Vegas. So big ups to Thomas Smith bringing his daily out here to the Global Time Attack in street all-wheel drive. We hope to see the Zenkai Motorsports car back on the course very soon, so we'd love to see that car out here at one of our Global Time Attack events. This looks like Carl Rydquist coming across the start-finish line here. See what that latest time was. 153.744, very fast, still not enough to improve on his record. I might be mistaken. That might be a record we're going to have to confirm with Tony Circa, our race steward. Street rear-wheel drive, the record is a 156.591. I believe we might have another record here for Carl Rydquist. We have to confirm whether or not he's on the limited tires or the street tires. Tony told me earlier he is going to be running the street tires for the remainder of the sessions. If that is the case, he shaved some 3.9 seconds off his record, which is unbelievable, or my math is really, really bad. Showing Carl Rydquist again. I believe he might have improved on his current record if he is indeed running. Ooh, boy, that 153.744, that sounds like it could have been on the limited tires. That is a tremendous, huge improvement if he's running on the street tires, because he's running a 156.591 for the record, the current record. Barring that time will stand and it will count as a record. We're going to check him. We impound the car after they come in off of the pre-race, just to make sure that he is on the tires that he said he went out on. It's not like he could change the tires, though. How are you going to change the tires when you're out on the track? Seriously, Naderi, what's wrong with you? Kevin Courtney in the Project Import front-wheel drive grocery getter. I love the Project Imports. What up, Kiet Lee, Cuban, all the boys over there? Fastest lap, 2:07.670. That is not going to improve on his. I believe he's at a 2:05.871 is his fastest time here. Somebody coming in right there. And they're showing Carl Rydquist. We're showing Carl Rydquist. This is huge right here. We're going to see what time he's done. 153.744. Did he improve on it? Is it? Don't know. If we're going to try to maybe bring that one up again and see what his most recent time was. If it was better than that 153. We see Tarzan Yamada in. We see Travis Barnes in. Now we see Bryan Friday out on the course right there. Going through bus stop. There is not much left of that S2000 but a wing and some doors. He's on a wing and a prayer. Bryan Friday, 2:04.298. I believe that he improved on his time there. 153.799 for Carl Rydquist. We're seeing that actually looks like Travis Barnes outside of his own car talking to someone in his car. No, actually that's I believe that's Taylor Wilson talking to Travis potentially. As we see Carl Rydquist again. Got to confirm if those are on. If those are on the street tires, the Hankook RS3s, if he's in street class, he really chopped down some time off of his record. If he's on his limited class tires, he's not quite at the 152.487 that is his current record that he's holding on limited rear wheel drive. Here we have the last turn, and we're showing the front straight. There should be some cars coming in now. A lot of cars came in, so we're going to see some cars come into picture now, potentially. That very last turn called Sunset, as you can see the sun setting over it. Probably going to cause some drivers a little bit of fits coming over Magic Mountain, I believe. As we see someone coming in here. I want to say that is Bryan Friday and what's left of his limited class rear-wheel drive S2000. Best time is a 2:06.711, and he's run a 2:04.298. Able to improve, but not able to catch Jacob Tanaka in the Tanaka Racing Corvette. 2:02.786 was his best time. Trying to find a car, trying to find a car. Look, there's a car. I believe that's one of the Night Motorsports car. Istvan Klag. That sounds like a Bond villain, doesn't it? I really wish he had like a little white cat that he would hold in his hands and just stroke the furry cat, if you say. I don't know how you say it, but Hungarian driver. I'm sort of losing it now towards the end. We're having a good time up here in the tower, watching some great global time attack action, and we're seeing some records fall this weekend. We definitely saw 2 records fall, and we might see that street rear-wheel drive record go again. The white car there is Patrick Tam. This is the SR Motorworks, SR Motorcars, I'm sorry, Matt Perkins. Matt Perkins and the crew at SR Motorcars. They represent Ryan Cato. Ryan Cato's got a mean 350Z, I believe, that he competes in Formula Drift with a V8 engine transplant that the SR Motorcars guys did the work on. This car is going to be a work in progress. I believe Matt's saying that he wants to take this car from street class to unlimited, or just build it up to be a very mean street class car. And he says he's trying to gun for one of our championships. We're introducing our championship chase at this event, so we will have a season championship here. Go for Patrick Tam to Carl Rydquist in the Burke Technology 135. Not sure if he's in street class or limited class right now, but that is Carl Rydquist right there. And we're going to see, as we see the checker waving right now, we're going to see what time he's getting. The checker is waved right now, so Carl Rydquist's time will count. Istvan Klag coming across, Night Motorsport STI coming across the line there. Apologize, the timing seems to be a little off right there. Those times are not correct on the top. It's showing those times are not correct. They should be in the 150s. 2-minute range. Oh, producer Jared changed things up on us. That's the average lap speed that we're looking at right there. So that kind of gives us an idea. Now we're seeing some times here. Bryan Friday's 2:04. I apologize. I got to keep up with our ticker here. I'm not even looking at it. I'm like, who's doing an 84-second lap time? But that's 84 miles an hour. You know, we're going to see some serious stuff when that baby hits 88 miles an hour. Has anyone even seen that movie? Does anyone even know what I'm talking about at this point? I don't think so. Istvan Klag, Night Motorsport, limited all-wheel drive, S2000, coming across bus stop and into Riverside there. We are the absolute last session of the day here, Global Time Attack. Big thank you to NASA for hosting us, Moto IQ, Pacific Tuner Car Championships, also running out this weekend. Everybody at Global Time Attack. The people at Mother's Polishes, Descendant Racing, Turbo by Garrett, Synergy. Oh, look at all the logos that are coming up there. Producer Jared's trying to keep up with me as I read through our logos aimlessly. We have the Synergy True Street Class Championship, and we have a White Line Performance too as well. White Line Performance actually on the fastest car. No special sauce parts on that car. Those are off-the-shelf parts on the GST Motorsports car. We're seeing Carl Rydquist on a cool down right there. 153.744. If that is limited class, that is much slower than the 152 that he set the record with. If that is his street tire time, that is much, much faster than the street tire time that he set. So we're going to see, we have to get confirmation from Tony Circa, our race steward from UMS Tuning, to make sure that he was indeed on the street class tires. Alex Peng there, I believe, in the Mumafolio Street Rear-Wheel Drive S2000. This is Alex's sort of daily driver, he says. It's pretty wild for a daily driver, but pretty mild by our street rear-wheel drive standards when you compare it to the Burke Technology car, the Evolution Raceworks car. That looks to be the... Is that the Sauce Boss? It sure is. Travis Barnes in the Snail Performance Subaru WRX, second place sitting firmly in second place. Fastest lap, 2:24, way off pace right there. And with that, we're going to compile the final standings for this event. We're going to show you some commercials, a couple clips from earlier, and we're going to be right back at 5:45. Actually, it is 5:45. We're going to be right back at 6 p.m. for the awards ceremony, and you're going to watch Carl Rydquist drive off into the sunset. What a sexy Swede he is, isn't he? My name's John Naderi, and you're watching Global Time Attack Round 1 at Buttonwillow Raceway Park. We'll be right back at 6 p.m. with our awards ceremony. Thank you very much, everyone.
T-shirts. T-shirts, T-shirts. Get your GTA T-shirts right here, right here. This is the exact T-shirt that Jeff Westphal wore when he set the course record at New Jersey Motorsports Park. Buy online? Why would you buy online? My cousin once bid on eBay. He lost everything. Have you ever heard of identity theft? Yeah, tell me about it. GTA T-shirts, sir. GTA T-shirts, sir. $5, $5. What do you got? What do you got? Made in America, via Mexico. No, these aren't knockoffs. Come on. Help me out. I got to feed my family here. Got to feed my family here. Come on. Come on. I'm just trying to make a buck. I'm just trying to make a buck. Come on, help me out. You with the 458 Italia. Come on. It's made by Ed Hardy. Come on.
I'm going to need to see your permit. You need a permit to sell those T-shirts out here. Let me see your permit.
Hey, how you doing, officer? Of course I got a resale permit. It's, right, I can't...
Yeah, you really doing that.